Hello, and welcome to Too Big for the World's first Google Hangout. We are going to talk about the film and about the beauty of female bodybuilding. We have Irene Andersen from Sweden and Helle Trivino in LA. Trivino, Helle, sorry. And we have Ragnhildur Magnusdottir in Iceland. First, I'd like to introduce the filmmakers, and that's Hanna and Renzo Aneröd. They're going to talk a bit about the film.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
It's the first time we do this Google Hangout, so we don't know how it's worked, but we try it. And also, my English is not so good, so I think if Arnold can talk English, we can talk English. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit first about the topic of the movie Too Big for the World, and also about the trilogy we are making that Too Big for the World is a part in, because we are making a trilogy with the name of The Perfect Body. And the topic in The Perfect Body is that we want to explore how far some people can push the limit to achieve their dreams and their goals, and especially in the body. And you can say, if you compare with people that push the mind or push the spirit, like Einstein or Steve Jobs or Jimi Hendrix or other artists, they push things to the limit to make something that no one else had made before. And the same thing we are doing we want to explore in The Perfect Body. So we have people that are running long distance, like 24-hour running, and people that doing CrossFit. And we also have the people in bikini fitness and figure in the different parts in The Perfect Body. And of course, we have bodybuilding in Too Big for the World, and especially female bodybuilding, because it's very fascinating how female and women can build muscle, because it's never done that before in history if you go back in time. So that is extremely interesting to see how far women can go when it in the topic to build muscle. And my wife and also colleague partner will talk a little about Too Big for the World.
Yes, most of you know about Too Big for the World by now. It will be the most awesome and epic film ever about female bodybuilding, about female strength and muscular women. So it will be a really cool film. And right now we're having an Indiegogo campaign, and we're raising money to make the film. We're going to shoot until last of September 2015, and in the beginning of 2016 we will have the premiere. So we have already started to spread the film around the world and see who is interested in screening the film. For example, we were talking to a group of people in Sydney, in Australia, who wants to show the film. So yeah, that's really great, and we're looking forward making this film and meeting all the awesome women around the world who are building muscles. So now we're going back to Eva, and Irene will also show up here. So thank you for joining us.
And now you can listen to Eva, Irene, and Helle, and Ragnhildur.
I'd like to start to make a questions to all the ladies, and I'll start with Irene. Why did you want to become a bodybuilder?
It actually started when I was very young. Always been fascinated about muscles, even if it's on animals or human being or muscle in the whole. It's very fascinating, and especially I remember really the first time I noticed that women has a lot of muscle was when I looked at the short distance runners. Then you could see all the muscles when they were running, and yeah, I just loved the way they looked. And when I was 15 years old, I ended up at the gym the first time and started to train a bit. And I was hooked in the first time I was there. And yeah, I'm still training, so many years.
And why did you want to become a bodybuilder?
I think it wasn't something that I wanted to become right away. I didn't really know what it was. I joined a gym to just, you know, shape up and be active. And I always loved individual sports, so I was like, this is cool. I can come do it whenever I want. You know, I'm not like, I have to be here every Thursday and Saturday at a specific time. So it kind of just fitted, you know, my lifestyle, and yeah, I think I was intrigued at some way to muscles that just a kind of body, but I hadn't really thought about becoming a bodybuilder. Just, you know, started up, and I was just also just hooked the first time. I thought it was really cool to work out, and just it felt good. It just felt really good. I liked that kind of feeling it was to work out, and my body responded quickly, and I just liked the look. You know, I like to be just harder and more firm, and I got like shapely real fast, and I was like, this is a really nice look, so I just went with it. Some people asked me a year later if I was competing, and I was like, I don't know, I have no idea what it is, and so I went to some competitions to watch, and I was like, that's cool, you know, I can do that. So I think a year later I was competing in my first competition, and then that was fun too. So it just went from there.
Yeah. Ragnhildur, why did you want to become a bodybuilder?
Well, like Irene, I started very young to be fascinated with muscles. I remember I was about 3 years old when my older brother, he was watching Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he allowed me to watch the movie with him. And this is probably the earliest memory of mine when I actually saw him on the screen, and I thought, wow, that is like amazing. I want to be like that when I grow up. So ever since, this has been my life goal to be, you know, huge, a bodybuilder, and I couldn't wait to get to the gym to train. And well, along the way, as I got older, of course, I learned more about the sport and about training, and I was always reading and finding books. I've read everything Arnold has written, and I just started on my own to just doing push-ups and lifting things, and I even broke a wall here when I was 3 years old because I was throwing a big pole around the living room, and I threw it at a wall, and it, you know, broke a big hole in it. Yeah. So I guess you can say that it's probably just I was born with this great fascination with muscle and strength, and yeah,
I think we all have.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think this film is important to make?
I think it's important because when we talk to people around the world, when I'm traveling a lot, many who loves the female bodybuilders don't really know that they are cutting down the shows and trying to make the sport very, very small. So when we start talking about it, everybody has a very strong reaction and like, no, what's going on, what's happening? So I think it's really important to reach out to all the people who really stands behind the female bodybuilders and really love our sport, so they can help us to support us, and not when it's too late, that we have to do some action now, because we're still in the sport, we have still shows, even if they're cutting down. So just to make people around the world notice that things are really going on and stop it before it's too late.
Helen, what do you think? Why is it important to make this film?
Well, yeah, to create some more awareness about the sport, and I mean, it's definitely something where female bodybuilding has been suffering a lot, is like there's just not been promotion enough, and we need to promote it a lot more. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's becoming smaller, and there's been like promoters who's taking bodybuilding out because there's not competitors enough. I mean, I think I'm seeing, even though now it's like there's a decrease of show, but I actually feel that there's becoming a little bit more female bodybuilders again now. But it's just there's been some years where it's been really few female bodybuilders, also because what's not being promoted is like people are not aware it's there. They don't really know about the sport. They don't know what it is. We just have to get a lot more information out and promote it more. Now we're that the sport is really struggling with the few shows. It's like we need to just run faster and get people to see, hey, this is a really cool thing, and raise the awareness, and like Irene said, we got to get out and say, hey, this is like a critical time. We want to have people to support it, not just athletes, but also fans, that people come out and they say, we really want to go to the shows, we want to see it, we want to compete or participate or watch, or and just also maybe have some people have some solutions to come up with, like how to make the sport better. Also in terms of sponsors that maybe say, you know, we want to help, we want to do something. Also with funding of the film, maybe there are some people out there that are sitting and watching, and they have a company that they want to help sponsor the film to come out with our message that female bodybuilding is a great sport. We are here to stay. We're not going anywhere. So yeah, so it's definitely like promotion, awareness. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Ragnhildur, do you have any views on this subject?
Well, I agree with Irene and Helle that this is probably going to be a very huge positive promotion for the sport, and a very necessary one, because we have, as they said, we haven't gotten any promotion for years since the fitness category came along in 1992, and so this is definitely something that we really need, and this is going to be huge, and this is also going to put a very positive light on us, and show people that this is not, well, this is a very great sport, and we are great athletes, and yes, we work really hard, and it is definitely a sport. This is not just a beauty passion or something like that, and so yeah, we definitely need to make this one big, and just go global, go crazy, let people know that we exist, yeah, and we are going to continue existing in this world.
Good. Irene, what is the situation with female bodybuilding in Sweden?
In Sweden, we have a lot of girls who's competing, and I feel that it's not going down. I don't think we are less girls who's competing in female bodybuilding now, but when they're cutting down the the European and the World Championship, that's not good, because we need the amateurs so they can continue to compete and to develop and go further, be a professional if they want. So, but there's a lot of girls in Sweden who's training. We have the fitness and the physique, and the next step for them is the bodybuilding. So if we just continue promote the sport, and they will continue and train, and they will end up in the bodybuilding. So,
and there won't be any competitions left.
No, that's why we will try to get some new competition. Maybe try to put in to the World Championship again, to the European. If there will be more girls that asking for it, maybe they will open it up again. So, but we have a lot of girls who's really training hard in Sweden.
What's the situation in LA, Helle?
Well, I see a lot of competitors all the time because I work out at Gold's Gym Venice, and I mean, the sport is definitely booming, and it's also because of the new additions of now it's not so new anymore. Bikini came some years ago, and physique came, and it just attracts more people to the sport. That there are more categories. I think it's great because it's something for everybody. Also, if you're like 17 years old, it's not likely you're going to do a bodybuilding show because it takes some years to get there. So I think it's nice, you can start in bikini. I mean, usually when you start working out and you have a love for it, you're not going to stop. So at some point, bikini is over, you continue training, and it's going to be figure body fitness, as it's called in Europe. You can go to physique and bodybuilding. So like Irene said, it's like a progression of things, and I think definitely all categories should be present, just like in a lot of other sports, like boxing, you have the...
Are they cutting down the bodybuilding competitions in the States?
Well, it's like I said before, they are decreasing, they're taking the shows out, and a lot of promoters, they even take the men's out too. I think it's crazy. I just heard yesterday that a really big promoter over here, he completely eliminated bodybuilding from all his shows. He only has a physique and bikini, men's physique and bikini, I think, women's physique and figure. Yeah. I think it's a shame. I'm like, what's up with that? But I mean, I just think we have to promote the sport better. As I said, I think there's going to be some people, they go in the fitness direction, the promoters, and other promoters. We have to see them, get them to see the benefit of promoting bodybuilding. So there's definitely a lot of competitors. I see a lot of big girls training in goals. They may or may not be competing. I just think it's a shame if there's not a place for us to compete.
True. What's the situation in Iceland?
Well, there have never been many of us in bodybuilding in Iceland. I think from the beginning and since the 80s, there's been like around 6 or 7 of us. Currently, there's only 2 of us. So, and then...
Do you have any competitions? You too.
Usually we have competitions twice a year. During the Easter and then in November. And last year's November competition, that was the last time they included the women's bodybuilding category. And I competed for the last time, so I am the last champion in women's bodybuilding in Iceland. And then this year, our first competition during last Easter, they replaced women's bodybuilding with women's physique. And I tried to compete, and they put me on the bottom because I was way too big for that category. It doesn't fit me. So, but of course, the plan was always to go abroad and compete somewhere at the at national competition and maybe try to get a shot at becoming a pro. But if things are going this way and they're taking out competitions, and then
There's no way to go. No.
there's no way to go. Yeah, it's really sad.
Do you think it's possible to save female bodybuilding, Irene?
Absolutely. That's why we are making this film, to reach out to people, promote the sport. As Helle talked about before, when we was talking private, we was talking about we have so much knowledge. We can get anyone in shape. We know how to do. We have many years of working with this. So to help people, not only to be bodybuilders, only to get in shape and with how to eat, how to train. We have so much knowledge that we can share with everybody. So we just have to get out to promote, so people see we are there and just continue. That's why the film is so important. To reach out to people who's not close to the sport, to make them see us, and yeah, we will save it. We will keep on.
What do you think, Helle?
Yes, I believe so too. Like I touched the subject a little bit before about the promotion and how to go about it. I think it's important to get out, reach people. That's what documentaries are for. Documentaries are like to document what's going on, and I really like the way this film has progressed. As I understood it, it started with Irene, and it was more going to be like a film about her career and like her persona, like how everything has been working out for her in the sport. But it's kind of like with all these changes coming in female bodybuilding, it has progressed. So I think last time you were in the States, you were traveling around with a film crew, just interviewing a lot of female bodybuilders and a lot of industry people. And I think that's really great to have a lot of people's perspective on it, that to really show the whole picture and not just a few female bodybuilders like us, but having a lot of people give their 2 cents about the sport and what all this is about, and get a better understanding of the sport out. There's still a lot of people, they have no clue about what bodybuilding is. Of course, the fans, they know, but I hope we reach a broader audience and just create a lot of more awareness for the film. And by that, there may be some people, hopefully, who's stepping up, who wants to say, hey, we want to do something with you guys. Maybe, I don't know if, I think it has a lot to do with money, what's happening right now. If a promoter takes a show out or a category out, it's because there's no money in it. Nobody will take something out of a show that they make a lot of money on. So it has everything to do with the money and the promotion. So we got to find a way to connect with some people who can help us promote the sport and generate some more money in the sport. We have to get more girls involved and say, the more girls that say, hey, wow, that's really cool, those are cool girls, it's a cool sport, we know what it's all about now, then they want to get involved, they want to train, they want to compete, there'll be more competitors, there'll be sponsors who say, hey, this is a good business, we want to sponsor some shows. So we have to kind of get all this rolling to just, you know, step it up a notch.
Yeah. Ragnhildur, what is your thoughts about the future?
Well, I believe that it is possible to save the sport, and but it's not going to happen by itself. So I think this is the beginning, that we are actually taking action and we're doing something to prevent this evolution, so to speak.
Yeah.
And which way we go, well, that's something that's going to be revealed in the next couple of months or years. I don't know if we stay within the IFBB and the other federations, or if we just group together and start our own federation. But I believe that we will continue to exist in some way. We'll find a way, and we'll find a way for to reach out to people and show them that we are nice human beings.
Yeah.
And
I think
we're not scary monsters. We're nice, and we're socialized, and we have a lot of knowledge. As Irene said, we can help a lot of people.
Sure.
And why not use that, in people's just advance?
Right.
So, yeah, definitely.
What is your dreams for the future, Irene?
The dream for the future, really, that they don't take us out from Olympia. I think that's one of their most important goal, because that's what we're all trying to qualify during the year. We have still shows in the professional division, so just I don't want to hear like they did with the Arnolds, that now we are doing something new next year and there's no room for the women at the Olympia. That's not good.
Right.
So that is what I want. That at least keep us there, and we will continue to fight to have more shows and get the sport bigger.
What is your dream for the future, Helen?
My dream is that we will be able to promote the sport in a great way, that a lot of people will step up and help us, other professional or amateur athletes, like companies, supplement companies, sport clothing companies, that people will come forward, and there will be people who wants to invest in this project, invest with either financially, products, or just with their knowledge, or whatever they can contribute with. I hope also that we are gonna be able to stay in the Olympia, because it's a big organization. We're used to competing there, and it's very recognized, and Ragnhildur was a little bit. She mentioned we could make our own organization. That would be an alternative if they don't want to have us into the organization anymore. I mean, now it's 50 years for the Olympia this year, 50-year anniversary, and we've been there a long way. In those years we've been present, and I think it would be a shame, but I'm like, if they take us out, I think we should look at creating our own organization, and having it kind of be run by women for women and do something great. That could be cool. So I just really hope that that bodybuilding will be raised and we can promote it more, and we'll reach more people. I hope a lot of people will step up and say we want to have this sport to stay. I also hope for this film that it gets sponsored. We have this campaign on Indiegogo. I hope more people will help us out. I just had an idea for people out there. I had a company by Moxie. They are my sponsor. They just came up to me a few days ago, and they said they wanted to sponsor custom-made tights, long training tights, for us. So they wanted all our autographs on the tights, and they would make a special edition for us to sell. to help fund the project. So if there's anyone out there who has a business with clothes or supplement or something that they want to say, we want to auction this, or we want to give it to you so you can auction this, then we can raise some more money from the project, and we can have us come out with our message to the world, and hopefully great things will come out of it. This is the first step. So
great. Ragnhildur, do you have any dreams for the future?
Well, of course, it would be best to if IFBB would allow us to continue to exist within their organization. Well, it is huge, and it is, and of course, we were the roots.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding are the roots of all the other categories. So I think it's outrageous that they're shutting us down.
I agree.
But of course, if that's the way it's going to be, then I think that we should try to find every other way we can to keep on existing. And I also hope that, as Helle said, that this will be the film will put us out there, and so that people will see that we are still here, and we're going to be here, and hopefully they trying to find the words. Well, that we just like to get the recognitions, you know, to be who we are, and well, in this world, why not allow people to do what they want to do, and to be who they want to be, and not just always try to put us all in a small box. Just allow us to be who we are, and respect us. Don't.
Good.
That would be my dream. To get acceptance.
Yes, that's a good dream. I'd like to thank everyone who's joined us today, and hopefully we'll be back with another Google Hangout in the future. Bye.
Bye-bye.
bye.